Hi everyone, so I'm going to go through here the spreadsheet exercise. So this is your final assignment piece. So what you will need to do this is you will need your research that you have carried out. So for health and social care, you need the products that you checked out in Argus for putting into your new nursery. For sports students, you will need your product list that you got the print screens for the different gym equipment that you needed, okay? So I have just picked someone's research here randomly and I'm going to go through the steps to create your final document. So open up a blank Microsoft Excel spreadsheet and you're going to open up your research. So you're going to transfer the names of the items that you're buying into your first column, how many of them particular items you want to buy, so the quantity of them into your second one. Then from your research, put in exactly, including pounds and pennies, how much one of the items is going to cost. And then you're going to use your formula to work out what the total cost will be. So remember, to start your formula, the equals key. So I want to multiply 2 times 35.99 to find out the total. Even if that was 1, I would still use a formula. So equals, click on the quantity. Remember the star sign is the multiply, and click on the cost and enter. And that will work out your total cost. Then remember, the quickest way to copy your formula down is to click back on the one you've just done. And if you remember, if you go then to the corner of what you've just done, your wee mouse should turn from a black into a wee black light line. We sign the cross and drag it down. Or if you want to just simply go and type in the formula individually to each, you can do. Now, so that very simply, that's your draft document done. So I'm going to go down to where it says sheet 1 down here in the corner. I'm going to right click the mouse and I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to type in draft. Click away, and that's my draft document. Now, a bit like Microsoft Word, we're going to take our draft and we're going to make it better. So I'm going to highlight all the items that I've just put in. Going to copy it. So I'm going up to the copy button, or you can right click and choose copy. Add in a second page. So down along the bottom where you had the draft, there's now a wee plus sign. So go to plus and that will add in a new page. Now I'm going to paste these cells. So I'm going to go to B4, which allows me a wee bit of room above it. And I'm going to paste. So you can use the paste button or right click and paste. So I'm going for the first one, paste. Now, first thing you'll notice is that part of the writing's missing and stuff on this. So what I can do is I can go up here and drag my columns wider. Again, remember we've covered a lot of this already in the class. So now I can clearly see all of the information. Gonna add in a title here. So you can put in gym equipment costs or nursery equipment costs, whatever the appropriate title is. So I've typed it in here to B3. I'm going to click away so it stays. Now I want to add in a discount. So I'm going to get a discount from the supplier. So up here, I'm going to go to C1 and I'm going to type in discount. In D1, I'm going to type in that I'm getting a 5 and the percentage sign. So I'm going to get a 5% discount from the supplier. So I'm going to go to F4, and in F4, I'm going to work out the discount. I'm going to spell it right. Now, to work out the discount is going to be equals. Click on the total here that you've already worked out. Multiply it. So put in my star sign. Now, I want to multiply it by the 5%, but if I click on the 5% just and enter, and now I go to drag that down. So I'm going to the corner and drag it down. What you'll notice, I get a load of error messages. And why that happens is because when I start off and go E5 multiplied by D1, the computer will automatically go up one each time. So in here it's doing E6 multiplied by D2, E7 multiplied by D3. So instead of keeping it at D1, it keeps changing it to D2, D3, D4. So the way that we can tell the computer not to change it is if I do equals, click on what I want to E5, my total, still going to put in the multiply sign. But to tell the computer not to change, that this absolutely has to stay the same, I'm going to use what's called absolute cell reference. So what that means is if I put in a dollar sign, put in the letter D, dollar sign, and the number 1. So what I'm putting in is this cell reference, but surrounded by 2 dollar signs. That tells the computer, do not change D1 when I drag this down to replicate the formula. Leave it all at D1 the whole way down. So E5 will change to E6, to E7, to E8, but D1 will stay the same. So when I click back now, drag it down, it's changed and it's worked, because when I go in here, I know it's hard to see the way we're working here, it's E6 multiplied by D1, E7 by D1, and so on. So work out your discount, and then I'm going to work out the final cost. So my final cost is going to equal my total cost minus my discount, and minus my discount, and enter. Drag it down. Okay. Now I'm going to work out a few more costs down below. So we're going to use in the functions that we looked at over the last few weeks. So what I want to work out, I'm going to work out my total cost for all my products, the average cost, the maximum cost, and the minimum cost. So again, you should be using all that we've learned over the last few weeks. So your total is equal, and you might need to look back over your notes, sum, open your brackets, highlight everything you want to add up, close your brackets, enter. I'll let you work out the average, max and min. So I want you to work these ones out and do them as well. Average, max, min. Now, we're going to tidy the spreadsheet up a wee bit. So first thing is, I want my heading to go right across the whole table. So highlight everything, merge and center it, puts it in the center. Then it's up to you, make it bold, italic, underline, change the colours, and all of the stuff that we have learnt in class. Okay, so I'll let you work on that. I want you to add grid lines around it. So remember, highlight it all and go to the wee grid lines tab and all borders, or you can go around one cell and do like a thick border. So if we go down to thick outside border, and again, I want you to tidy it up whatever way you feel best and looks the best. Any money value, you need to make sure that it has a pound sign and it's to 2 decimal places. So remember, highlight your money values. I can highlight they're all money. And I'm going up to this big button that says General, click on my arrow, and I'm going to Currency. And do the same then down here. You can put boxes around it, shade it in. You might want these totals to be shaded in a different colour, make them stand out. Now, if you have your logo, access to your logo, open your logo and copy and paste it here to make it look good, okay? Now, once you have that done, rename sheet 2 to final. And now we're going to create your graphs. So first thing is, if you're working on level 2, you need to create 2 graphs. So you want to do a bar chart and a pie chart. Level 1, one graph will do, so you can just do a bar chart. So remember, highlight. I'm doing a bar chart first, so I've highlighted from name of item down to stroller. holding my control key down on the keyboard. So holding it down at the minute with my finger, and I'm going to highlight the total cost before any discount. I'm lifting off my finger off the control key and off the mouse. Going to insert, bar chart. I'm going to go for the first 2D one. I'm going to move the chart. So up along your toolbars it says move chart. I'm going down here to a new sheet and OK. So then add in appropriate headings. So total costs of products for nursery before discount, or total cost of gym equipment before discount. Need to add in the X and the Y axis. So add chart element, axis title, primary horizontal, and then put in a suitable title on your X axis. Add axis title, primary vertical, and add in a suitable title up along the side. Okay, now finally I want to add in more depth grid lines. So add chart elements, I'm going to grid lines, and I want to put in minor vertical or minor horizontal. So I'm going to go for horizontal because it gives a wee bit more in depth. Going to rename that sheet, rename, and it's bar chart. I'm going back to my final one. Now I'm going to create my pie chart. So this time I'm highlighting just the items. So from travel cot down to stroller. Holding the control key, I'm going for the final costs again from 68.38 down to 113.98. Insert, pie chart, 2D, move it to a new sheet, move graph, new sheet, OK. So I'm going to add chart elements. I'm going to go to data labels because I want percentages shown in this. I'm going to more data label options. You get a menu over on the right hand side, and I'm going to tick percentages, take off value, and then I can make them bigger by just going to the home button and changing the size of them. So you can clearly see then what percentage each of the segments represent. Down here I have the key. So again, if I can go back to add chart elements, legends, I can get them on the right hand side. And again, I'm going to make them a wee bit bigger so they're easier to see. And this time is your chart is going to show you percentage costs of your gym equipment or your nursery equipment. So put in your relevant titles. Rename down here, chart 2, rename, and that becomes pie chart. Okay, save your spreadsheet. Now make sure that you spend a bit of time, make your spreadsheet look presentable, add a bit of colour to the titles, make your overall title big, bold, italic, make your money, pound signs, etc. and insert your logo if you possibly can, if you have it there. If you're stuck on anything, just email me through, okay? And I've sent you all a link to how to get on to the online system for communication if you want to ring me. Okay, so look forward to getting all of these in as soon as you possibly can. Thank you.